guys, what's up? It's Jordan. Welcome back to my bathroom. Today I'm in here to show you actually like my updated makeup routine. So usually I always say in these things I don't wear makeup that often, and you see in my vlogs that I really don't. But however, I have been lately because it's been making me feel better just about myself. I have nowhere to go, and it's just like especially when I'm vlogging too, it just like helps. But anyway, beside the point, usually I don't like doing my makeup because it dries out my skin. I have super dry skin, and it like gets in my hairline and stuff. But I found this, well, I've actually had this for like a really long time, but I recently started falling in love with it. It's the Yes to Coconut. It's not sponsored or anything, I just thought I'd mention it really quick. Yes to Coconut, it's just like a coconut oil makeup remover. So I just want to make this short and sweet, show you what I do, you know the drill. And I hope that this lighting situation is all okay, but we'll just go through it and try our best, shall we? Okay, so anyway, let's get into the makeup. I'm gonna start because I actually got a lot of new products, so that's another thing why I thought of making this. I got a lot of new products that I really like, and so yeah, to start off, I have this Wet n Wild, hydrating photo focus hydrating balm stick. And so this I use kind of as a primer, but it really just smooths my skin, and honestly I feel like it really helps around my hairline because I have like really dry skin up there. So I've been doing that, and so I just put it there. It kind of feels like you're putting, I don't know, it's just like silicone-y, like it feels like you're putting like chapstick on your face, you know what I mean? So anyway, okay, so I just rubbed that all around my face, and then I'll just pat it in with my fingers for the most part. Okay, why? So I'm just gonna rub it in with my fingers like this, just to like let it sink into the skin a little bit more. And then as you can see, it like kind of just makes skin really smooth. And then next, I'm gonna go in with my new favorite foundation. It's a little bit light for me right now, but it's the CoverGirl CG Smoothers Hydrating Makeup. It's in the color Buff Beige, so that's what it looks like. I think it's honestly one of my favorite foundations I've ever worn because I'm into super light foundations with super light coverage, but this one actually has better coverage than like a lot of BB creams, but it feels like a BB cream, you know what I mean? So I use that. Sometimes I use my fingers, but if I don't use my fingers, I use my brush that I always use in all of my videos. But if you can see, it literally just evens your skin tone, but it feels, I don't know, it's just like really hydrating. I don't really know how else to describe it. It's not like oily, like some BB creams are really oily and they like give you like a film on your face, in my opinion. Or just like they don't dry down. This one, if you put powder on it, it's really easy to, you know, manipulate and dry down. So I make sure I put it all over my face, all over my eyes, and I use it for the most part as a concealer. If you can see, I really don't like feel like I need to conceal that much. Like you can like see my skin through it, and that's why I like it. I don't need full coverage every day or want it, but if I do, let's say I do want to cover it, I've been using my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish. It's the hydrating one, which everyone I know that like talks about this doesn't like the hydrating one, but I don't mind the hydrating one at all. I actually really like it, and honestly I don't see that much of a difference in them, so I don't know, maybe that's it. But yeah, so if I wanted to, let's say if I wanted to just add some to that pimple, I'll just do that and then dab it, and then there's my skin basically. Let's see. Oh, and I forgot to mention, before I started everything, earlier this morning I put on my Ultra Facial Cream with Sunscreen by Kiehl's with SPF 30. One of my favorite moisturizers ever are by Kiehl's. Love their stuff. But anyway, so now I'm going to set it down, and usually I got this sample of this Laura Mercier whatever this is called, the setting powder, and I'm going to go buy this whenever this runs out. I'm gonna order it because usually I use the Maybelline Fit Me, which I do like, but this one I feel like is a little bit more hydrating on the skin, or less drying, I should say. And so because it's so little, I just put it on the back of my hand. And then I take a big fluffy brush, kind of press it into the middle of my skin. Just where it gets ultra shiny, you know? Like under my eyes, I don't want it to crease, and then just right there. Other than that though, but yeah, a little goes a long way with this powder, which I really like as well. Okay, so now moving on to my bronzer and the rest of my face. I've been liking this contour, this is my favorite contouring palette. I like the banana shade too, but I really like the contour shade, and I haven't even dipped into this. I've been using this for a very, very long time. There's not like a dip in this side, and I use it way more than the other side. So I'm just taking this big fan brush, which I just feel like gives me more of like a, it's just easier, honestly. I don't know why, because you don't have to worry about it going everywhere on your skin. I just, you know, just go like this on it and it's kind of done. I don't have to go back in with like a setting powder to like carve out my cheekbones or anything. I kind of just do it with this because it, I don't know, it just kind of sets the powder where I want it, honestly. So do that, blend it out. You can see that side looks a little bit more chiseled. And then I bring it up the sides of my face onto my forehead, just on the edges of my forehead for the most part, and like around here. And then I just take the rest and go down the middle of my nose, like that. That's how it looks. Okay, now moving on to cheeks, which I got these two new blushes, which I really like both of them, and I've been layering them. It's the Wet n Wild. It's this Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in Mellow Wine, and then the Milani, let's see, Baked Powder blush in 01 Dolce Pink. And so I just kind of take my little dome brush and I put the Mellow Wine Wet n Wild one, first. It kind of goes really nicely with a tan. So I kind of just put it on the apples of my cheeks and blend it back. Whatever, and then I take a little bit, not a lot, because it gets really, what is the word? It's really pigmented. So I just take it, just kind of give it a little bit more of a glow. And just add it right there. Oh, this is what it looks like so far. After the blush and everything, I do this and just keep blending it out, you know, until you like it. But I usually don't blend that much. I'm actually thinking about like calling this video lazy makeup, or makeup for lazy people, because this is just how I do it, because I'm just such a lazy makeup doer. Like, I want to look glam, if that's the word, but I don't want to do a lot. You know what I mean? So anyway, now I'm going to take the Conspiracy palette, but you can use whatever shades. I'm using, just take any brown shade. That's what I do. A really light brown shade, and I just stick it in the crease, honestly. I still have a little bit of sparkles on my brush from the other day, but I just take this on a big fluffy brush. And then I'm gonna take this Morphe 39S Such a Gem palette, and it has all these colors in it. I'm going to take this shade right here, if you can see it. It's really sparkly and it's almost like a jelly one, or like eyeshadow. I don't know, it's like a cream eyeshadow almost. And I'm just going to take it on my finger and stick it on my eye. It's almost like a little pink rose gold moment. Do that, and then I take my brush again. Just stuck it on my eye, as you can see, and then I just take my brush and I kind of blend it into the rest of it, and then the sparkles kind of go up. But just take it really lightly and do that. Now I move on to eyebrows, which I usually just, if I'm in a rush, I just use like a brow gel, like this Anastasia one. But I'm going to be using my favorite brow product that I've ever bought. I bought this for years and years and years. It used to be $1, now it's $2. It's the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. And this one is in the shade Taupe for blonde. But I tried every color of it, every single time I run out of it, I buy another one because this is my favorite. It's just my favorite brow pencil. It's cheap, it's effective, and I like the color range as well. I feel like the taupe, ooh, my earring just fell off. I feel like the taupe is really, it's not too blonde, but it's not too dark either. Or like sometimes taupes can be really orangey. So yeah, I'm not doing the best job over here at this brow, but I just kind of fill it in and then brush it out. Why does it look so dark in here? Okay, brush it out. Sometimes I go over it with this, but today I don't really want to or need to because I kind of like the colors that they are. I don't want to make them any darker because they kind of look a little dark. Anyway, so now I'm just going to put a really tiny little brush, and I'm gonna dip into like a darker brown. Even you can take even a bronzer or something, and I'm just going to put it on my lash line, just to like define it a little bit, and then I just rub it out. I don't want it to I don't want it to be a line, but I just wanted it to bring some shadow down there. And now I basically just take my mascara, stick it on, and that's how it looks. So one tip also for lazy makeup doers who want to look like they've done more than they have, I recommend lipsticks. Lipsticks have become my best friend for that. I feel like they really finish the look. I used to hate them, but I really love them anymore. And now my favorite one ever, if anyone were to ask me my favorite lipstick, I would go and say the MAC Cream Sheen in Modesty. I just feel like it's the prettiest, best nude color that you can get from my skin tone at least. And then if I were to really want to elevate it, I would do a red lip. One of my favorite things to wear is a red lip with just everyday makeup, with sweats and sweatsuit. I just feel like it's just classic. And this is a newer red lipstick that I've recently gotten that I really, really like. I don't know if you can see it there, but it's by e.l.f. and it was like, I don't know, $2. And I would put this on today, but I'm about to eat, so I don't want to mess it up while I'm chowing down, so I'm just gonna use this one. But I literally just smear it on my lips. I don't put too much. Do that, and then work it in with my finger. And then that's basically it, honestly. I feel like it elevates my look, but I'm not feeling like I'm wearing too much makeup, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Okay, but anyway, so this is like the final look. This is what I look like on an everyday basis. This is basically what I do every day. And the products that I've been loving that I recently purchased and wanted to tell you guys about. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know any products that I should try out down below. And yeah, subscribe to my channel if you want more videos like this. I vlog. I'm gonna do some home decor stuff coming up because I recently purchased my first house. And yeah, so certain things like that are coming up, and I hope you stick around for it by subscribing down below. And also, if you like this video, feel free to like it. But anyway, yeah, thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.